Hi, I'm Susan Rutledge, author of Creating Pattern Brushes in Adobe Illustrator, here today with another tutorial on how to make a pattern brush. If you like this video, give me a thumbs up, subscribe to my channel, and check my book out on Amazon.com. In this video, I'll show you how I have customized my screen in Adobe Illustrator if you're wanting your screen to match mine as you follow along with the videos on creating a pattern brush. First step is I go up to the right upper toolbar and I select the Essentials workspace. There are a number of different workspaces that you can use in Adobe Illustrator depending on what you're doing. I used to use the Essentials Classic before Essentials came out, and you may have seen that where there are tools on the left and the top and the right, but I have grown to appreciate the simplicity of the Essentials workspace. When you have that selected, you have a really valuable tool in the Properties panel because it will change based upon what you have selected on your artboard. So you can see what is available now in the rulers and grids and the guides and various functions here. I will go over and I'm going to just select the rectangle tool, keyboard shortcut M, and drag out a rectangle. And now everything is changed. I can see the size of my rectangle, I can change its appearance, I can align it to either the artboard or another object if I add one, and there are quick actions available. If I want to type something and get the type tool, I will drag out a text box, and now I have the options to change font and change color. I can set up different paragraph styles, alignment, and quick actions there as well. So in the end, I believe it really saves a lot of time. Illustrator kind of anticipates what you might be wanting to do based on what you have on the artboard. There are two other tabs that are on the right side of the Essentials workspace. One of them is the Layers panel, and I like to keep all of my different pattern brushes and objects organized. So I use layers a lot. I'll leave that there. Also, libraries is included, and I don't use libraries. So I'll click on that tab and drag it to the artboard and delete it. If I want to get it back, I can go up to Window and I'll find it right there. I can check it and it'll be on the artboard again. I do use brushes all the time, so I'm going to click on Brushes and I'll click on this little tab and drag it over and dock it next to the Layers tab, and then I'm going to delete swatches and symbols. And sometimes I fill this Brushes panel up, and so I'm going to delete the brushes I know I'm not going to use. And I'll hold down the Shift key so that I can select them all at once. And I'll go down to the bottom right and click on the little trash can and delete those. So these are the panels that I use when I'm using the Essentials workspace. And then on the left toolbar, it is by default set to a basic setting. You can click on the ellipsis at the bottom and it opens up all of the tools that Illustrator offers. I'm not going to add all of them, but I am going to click on this little icon in the top right corner and I'll change from basic to advanced. And that opens up about double the number of tools that I have. Your toolbar may just be one single line on the left. Mine is doubled up because I have my interface really large so that you can see what I'm doing. I'm going to recenter my artboard. I'll use keyboard shortcut Command 0. Now another change that I make is I use smart guides, and I'm going to show you what happens if you don't have them turned on. Then I'll show you how to turn them on. I'm going to drag out a rectangle here, keyboard shortcut M, and I want to rotate it. So I'll get the rotate tool, keyboard shortcut R, and I'll just start rotating, and it rotates great, but I have no idea what angle I have. And so I'm going to delete that. Now the other thing that Smart Guides helps me with is I'll drag out a square, and then I'm going to drag out another square. and get my selection tool, keyboard shortcut V, and I want these to intersect, and I can eyeball that, and I can probably get it pretty close, but in pattern brushes, pretty close is not close enough. It needs to be perfect. So let me just show you what would happen if I have Smart Guides turned on. I'll go to View and I'll click on Smart Guides. Now let's select this first rectangle. I'll get the Rotate tool, keyboard shortcut R, and this time I'm going to turn it and I see origin 45 degrees. So it tells me the angle of the rotation. I'll undo that, keyboard shortcut Command Z, and get the selection tool, and I'm going to drag this over next to this other rectangle, and when I'm right there on top of it, it says intersect. That's why I use the Smart Guides. Let me delete these. So those are the simple changes that I make, but I use those all the time. And instead of having to go back and reset Essentials if I make some changes, I go up to the Workspace here, and I'm just going to say New Workspace. And everything that I have changed in here now will be saved each time I open up Illustrator and select this. I'll put Susan's Workspace, and I'll click OK. So now I can come over to this little area where you choose your workspace. I can click Essentials, I can click Painting, and I can click Susan's Workspace up here at the top, and I'm back where I was. You may want your workspace to look like mine if you're following along with the videos on creating pattern brushes, but as you are out working on your own, figure out the tools that you want the most often and put them in a place where you can get to them, and then create your own workspace. I hope this has been helpful, and I look forward to seeing you again soon. Check out the videos on creating pattern brushes in Adobe Illustrator. Thanks for watching. Bye now.